Hello. I'm sorry I could not be with you in Chennai for this important Child Survival and Development Summit. This is an extraordinary step, and it represents exactly the kind of innovative, results-oriented, and country-led approach we need in order to achieve incredible results together. As many of you know, last year in Washington, the government of India, led by Minister Azad, joined with Ethiopia, the United States, and UNICEF to host a call to action on child survival. Since then, more than 160 governments, including the United States, signed a pledge to end preventable child death, an achievement that Secretary Clinton has called one of the greatest things that people could have ever done for one another. 200 civil society organizations around the world committed their support, and 220 faith-based organizations are now promoting the 10 best practice healthy behaviors that will help save more lives. This movement is unique because, as leaders in government and global health, you have worked to create an exciting global coalition around one of the most important issues and challenges of our time. Together, we have established a dynamic new roadmap to help us reach our goal, and we collectively committed to carefully measure and report on our results. We're now emphasizing low-cost interventions with high impact and taking a particular focus on reaching the most vulnerable, often the poorest, populations. And we're working together to ensure that our efforts address the basic causes of child mortality, which we know can vary from country to country and within countries from region to region. India is now at the forefront of the global fight against child death. You are leading this effort with a unique culture of social entrepreneurship and innovation that has created new ways to dramatically accelerate our progress and save more children's lives. Over the last year, we've seen the business community come together through new high-impact partnerships to support child survival programs all across India. For example, Hindustan Lever has committed to emphasizing the importance of hand washing with soap, and a coalition of companies that include India's third-largest IT firm are developing a data platform to improve knowledge sharing about diarrheal diseases. The Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs has also pledged their commitment to mobilize the private sector across the country to ensure that every Indian child lives to see their 5th birthday. This is remarkable progress, and I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate each of you and to thank many senior leaders for their efforts. The Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Minister Azad, the Minister of State for Health, Shri Chowdhury, Secretary Desi Raju, and I'd like to particularly thank Additional Secretary Anuradha Gupta, and the entire team in India, in the business community and the public sector for your work to ensure a safe and healthy future for all of India's children. Over the last several decades, India has reduced child death by more than 50% and nearly halved the incidence of HIV/AIDS. And perhaps most extraordinarily, India has recently celebrated 2 full years completely polio-free. The drive against polio has been one of the most effective public health campaigns ever. And here in India, it has demonstrated the power of local partnerships to yield dramatic results. But despite this progress, we know that some regions are doing better than others, and too many children continue to die every day from simple causes we know how to prevent. In fact, 3/4 of under 5 child deaths and over 2/3 of infant deaths in India occur in just 9 Indian states. Similarly, there are vast disparities in the coverage of affordable interventions that we know save lives. Full immunization rates range from over 80% in Punjab and Kerala to just around 40% in northern states. We also know that urban areas do better than rural ones, and wealthy families do much, much better at protecting their children than nearly everyone else. These are challenges we know how to overcome. As I reviewed the agenda for this summit, I was excited to see the full diversity of India represented here today. And I want to applaud the government of India's commitment to serve children by establishing a continuum of care, from addressing the health of mothers to infants to children to adolescents. I encourage you to continue to work together and measure and report on results, including through national and state level report cards. This is our first task, caring for our children. President Obama recently shared these words when speaking to the nation about the tragic loss of young lives in Newtown, Connecticut. It is our first job. If we don't get that right, we don't get anything right. It is how, as a society, we will be judged. I come from an Indian American family that emigrated to the United States from India. I've seen members of my own family grow and thrive in India and abroad. I am personally committed to India's success at eliminating preventable child death. I hope you will carry the work you have done over the past several days back to your cities and your communities. If we act now, we will not only create a more prosperous and peaceful world, we will secure one of the greatest moral victories of our time. Congratulations on the summit, and thank you for your leadership and your commitment.